morning, the Ottawa Fury Football Club signed 2 new players to join in the team's debut in the North American Soccer League in April. And joining me in the studio this afternoon is striker Tom Heinemann, coming from the Vancouver Whitecaps, 26 years old, originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and now in studio with us. Hey, Tom.
How's it going? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So, Tom, welcome to Ottawa, first of all. What are you most looking forward to about being in Ottawa and being on the Ottawa Fury?
A lot of things. That's a loaded question, boy. I mean, we're excited to land here in Ottawa. We think there's just a great opportunity to be a part of a club that's growing, to play in its inaugural season, to help bring soccer to a city that hasn't had professional soccer. I think it's a unique opportunity, and it's something where my wife and I are excited to get here, get settled, and ready to get started, really.
So is there anything you've learned about Ottawa that you're loving so far, that you're excited about being here for?
You know, we've enjoyed exploring some of the areas downtown. We've enjoyed getting to know the different parts of the city and the different cultural aspects of the city. It's been a pleasure to kind of do that and eat at different places and stuff like that. I think that personally, I'm ready to get going on the field and start chomping at the bit to start the season. And so, it's exciting.
And training starts soon. When does training start for you guys?
We start about the 3rd week of February, so another couple weeks here. We'll get started into camp and get the ball rolling.
Wow, literally.
Yeah.
Well, like anybody else that's visiting a new city, I'm sure you're going to have lots of new fans trying to show you the ropes and show you around. But we're excited to get to know you as well. One of the reasons I brought you or wanted to speak with you particularly is because I know that you have a Christian background. And so I wanted to ask you what it's been like as a Christian in professional sports.
You know, it's a blessing, really, to be able to play soccer and to do something I love for a living. I'm thankful to God for being in Ottawa, but I'm also thankful to God for giving me the ability. And so, really, what my mentality is God has given me the talent to play. So, this is unique because I'm able to serve Him and to please Him by using my ability on and off the field, really, to help spread His word, to help glorify Him, to help really be a good witness for Him, and that's something that brings me joy in my life. So obviously, you've probably been on teams with a combination of Christians, non-Christians. Do you find that's always challenging? I think just maybe speak to people who are listening now who maybe in a workplace, wherever they work right now, or maybe they're the only believer. Is there something that you've noticed through the years that maybe helps you get through being a little bit singled out there? Yeah, I think that a lot of the teams that I've played on, there are some other Christians, and some there's not so many other Christians. So I think the important thing is that no matter what workplace environment that you're in, the important thing is that you obey what God commands of us in His Word. I think to continue to live out what He's called us to do, and growing closer to Him, and striving to learn more about Him, telling others about Him, and really living out your faith on a daily basis. I like to say that Christianity is not really a religion. It's more of a lifestyle you have to live, and it's day in and day out that lifestyle will manifest itself, and in turn it will show and display to others, that, hey, this kid is not living for something here. This guy is living for God, and I think that's special. If
you're just tuning in, I am speaking with Tom Heinemann of the Ottawa Fury Football Club. And Tom, I know in different cities you've been in, you've run a camp for kids, well, for all ages, I think, but for kids too. Are you hoping to do that here in Ottawa? Where's your heart when it comes to that?
Of course, I love coaching. I love working with youth of all ages. We started Heinemann Soccer Camp back in St. Louis, Missouri, in 1998.
And you were what, 11 or something?
Yeah, I was 11 years old, and my mom brought watermelon out on a little
cute
picnic table to the kids, and it was really done in the side yard of our house. And then, the next year first year we had 4 kids. Next year I had 12 or 8 kids. And then I was in high school, I had 80 or 90 kids coming through my camp. And it was really crazy. I wasn't expecting that many kids, but it's something that I've grown to love, is being able to have an impact on those kids. And it's something, playing professional soccer, that I think a lot of guys realize is that there's a platform, and there's a platform to be able to impact others. And I think that that's also something that's special about playing professional soccer. But yes, I do hope to continue camp here in Ottawa, and to work with youth here in Ottawa as well.
Cool. Well, again, not only with your faith, you'll have a lot of influence there, but just being the age you are, you're young. A lot of young kids that are playing soccer are looking up to people your age. Speaking of young soccer players, I was going to ask, can you talk to the young soccer players that are listening right now? What did it take to get to where you are today?
There's no other reason than the grace of God that I'm in the position that I am today. And that comes with a lot of different things. I'm somebody that never played varsity high school soccer. I got cut when I was a junior, and I had a big injury in my senior year, so I never played a minute of varsity high school soccer. But I approached every day and every training like it was my game, and I approached every session with everything that I had. And I did that to glorify God, and I did that to honor Him. And I had a decision to make when I wanted to go to university. I was in high school, and I wanted to play soccer in college, but I hadn't played a minute of varsity high school soccer. Nobody's looking at me. Nobody wants a kid that hasn't played a varsity minute of high school soccer. And, there was a very trying time in my life where I ultimately had to trust God. I felt like He wanted me to go to Rockhurst University. Knew they had a good soccer program. Knew that there was a couple other good players that were going there that I knew, and thought it would be a good opportunity to go there. And so I went there. I trusted Him. I walked on, and I became a 2-time All-American at Rockhurst University. And I tell you that not only just to say, oh, this is something I've done. I tell you that, and I tell the kids out there to say, this is what God has done through a kid that I didn't play varsity high school soccer. It's something that God has accomplished, and through me. And so I'm very thankful for that. So I haven't been, I wouldn't be in this position if I didn't have God to put me here. So that's what I would say to the kids, that to focus on living your life and glorifying Him in whatever it is that your heart desires, and He will reward you for that.
Very cool. All right, listeners, I encourage you to follow Tom. Their first Ottawa home game is April 19th at Carleton University before the TD Place, the new Lansdowne, is all ready to go in the fall. So April 19th, and I'm going to be there wearing my new scarf, my present from Tom. I love it. My Ottawa Fury scarf. So again, Tom, just before we wrap up, how can people connect with you? I think you're going to get some new fans now that you're here in Ottawa.
Yeah, definitely. I'm on Twitter. I wasn't a huge social media guy, but I this last year and a half or so, I got into Twitter, and I enjoy that platform. We have a Facebook page as well that we've set up for myself. So either of those avenues are good, and we look forward to connecting with anybody.
Awesome. We'll post those links on our website. Again, Tom Heinemann of the new Ottawa Fury FC. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks for having me.